Alright folks, so today we've got another quick how-to video. And today we're going to be installing an 8BitDo DIY mod kit. And what this will do is turn my SNES Classic wired controller into a wireless controller. So 8BitDo does make DIY mod kits for multiple consoles. I just chose the SNES Classic Mini because in all honesty, I think the wires are a little bit too short. So let's see what we've got and what we'll need for this install. So obviously first we've got the mod kit itself in this fairly nondescript brown box. And then we've got the 8BitDo wireless receiver, which obviously plugs into the controller port. So that's pretty straightforward. And we can move this to one side. So let's pop this box open real quick and we'll see what we've got. So the first thing we've got are some basic instructions here that just shows the controller in 4 steps for installation. So this one should be fairly straightforward. And then here inside this bubble wrap is the kit itself. So in the kit, looks like we've got a little screwdriver. So that's, well, a screwdriver. Then we've got the USB power adapter. So that's kind of neat. I've not seen an adapter like that before. And then here in the anti-static bag, we have the mod kit itself. And there it is. So looking at the PCB, obviously you can see the battery pack there on the back. And all the pads for the buttons. Not really much to it, to be honest. Okay, so let me grab my SNES controller here. And this is the official one that came with my SNES Classic. And what we're going to do to get this installed is just take out these 5 screws on the back. And we'll speed this up just a little bit. Alright, there we go. Alright, so that's the controller open, so we'll just pry the back off real easy. And we should see the PCB board there. Now the first thing we're going to do is take out the shoulder buttons, just so they're safe. And then we'll unravel the wire. I'm going to leave that attached to the PCB board. And now we should just be able to pry the main PCB out. And we're going to be careful here just because of the shoulder button boards. But we'll get those out real quick. And that's it. Disassembly complete. So it looks like one of the rubber membranes there just stuck to the main PCB. So we'll take that off and put that back in the controller shell. Okay, so now it's time to reassemble the pad with the 8BitDo PCB. So essentially we're just going to do the same steps we just did to disassemble to reassemble it. And you can see there that the front of the PCB looks almost exactly the same as the official Nintendo one. So we're just going to line the PCB up. And make sure that the shoulder button boards are in place. Line up the charging port here, which goes where the cable was coming out of. Just push that in nice and easy. And then replace the 2 shoulder buttons. Super straightforward. And just double check that the buttons are working the way they should, and they are. Power port's a little bit fiddly. So let's pop the back on and see if we can pin it in doing it that way. So grab the back, put that in place. And then just squeeze to get it closed back up. Now this does feel a little bit tighter than it did with the official PCB, but obviously there's a little bit more going on in there now, so space is at a bit more of a premium. And before I screw this all back together, I do want to make sure that all the buttons feel right and everything does feel the way it should do. So now all that's left to do is screw back in the 5 screws. Alright, so with the screws all back in place, obviously you can see there, the controller went back together really easily. I'm just going to give this a bit of a charge, and it's back to playing some games. So overall, this was a really quick and easy installation process. Very happy with the outcome. I would say if you're looking for wireless controllers for any of your retro consoles, definitely check out 8BitDo's DIY kits if you want to keep your original controllers but just make them wireless. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please drop us a like and also consider subscribing. It's really helping the channel grow. And also, don't forget to check us out on Twitter. Thanks for watching.